about you introduce first yourself, to our audience, so they can, know a little bit, about yourself. So, how just share your story on how you become, successful in network marketing and, doing internet marketing.
Okay, well, I come from a background of no education whatsoever. I failed in school, college, everything. Yeah. I had, and I didn't come from a wealthy background. I didn't come from a background of, to be the smartest kid or anything like that. I was actually the most clumsiest in our family. Yeah. But I had something. Which is very helpful in the network marketing industry and in any industry, and that is that I got a thick skin. Meaning that I can take rejections. Yeah, I can. I don't care what people think. Doesn't mean I don't care about them. It's just I don't, let it just brushes over me. All these kind of things. So, I come from the music industry, and I'm a very creative kind of guy. I have many diverse skills in graphic design, developing systems, and all that kind of thing. But the problem is, when I was working in jobs, I was trading time for dollars. In any job, it was very constrained. I couldn't use my creativity, and every time I succeeded in major projects because I'm a go-getter. I get things done. A lot of people, whether it's managers or somewhere else, would think that I'm after their job, but I'm not. I'm just doing what I'm good at. That's it. And so I got sick of it, and I was looking around, to maybe set up a business. I was already trying to set up a business, and I was failing a lot as well. I set up a pizza business, I set up a graphic design business, I set up all these, but I didn't have what network marketing could give me, and it did give me that, which is self-development, the mindset, the understanding of how to develop a business from the ground up, the people skills, the sales skills. I was looking around for years on end, bought so many books on network marketing and other models as well. And I joined. I found a company. I joined it. I failed once, and that was because of personality clashes. I didn't get along with the upline. But everybody's not perfect. They have their personalities, and I didn't understand until later on. About dominant personality, cautious personality. Personality that who is the fun of the party. All these things. How people tick. And I'm a dominant person. So my upline at that time was a dominant person. So we clashed. Boom. Really hard. Yeah, so I went my separate ways. But in my heart, I knew network marketing was the one. I knew. And I knew also because so many other people said it wasn't. That was the thing. Because my grandfather always says to me, when someone tells you about something is not good, go and figure out what it is. Go and find out what it is. Something's up. So I did.
Good attitude.
I left that company, and then for another 3 years I studied hard. I really studied hard. Bought so many books. My wife thought I was crazy because I was carrying carry bags full of books. She'll one day tell you the stories. I thought, right, this is the time. So I went to look for the company again, and that took 5 years because I couldn't find a person to sponsor me. So I was going from one person to another to sponsor me, but every time I got to them, they left the business. But when I got in the business, I felt I was where I belonged. I was with friendly people. I didn't care about what everybody's writing on internet and everywhere else. I just knew. I knew network marketing, the model, the whole world is built that way. So I'm not stupid. That's how the world is built. So because I've read all these books, and I started. Again, I failed. There was something missing. And when you fail, there's a lesson somewhere that you haven't picked. And you got to figure that lesson out. So I tried to figure it out. And I realized it was my personality, my dominance. And a dominant person would build the business fast. I was sponsoring so many people. And it always kept failing. Until I figured it out. And when I figured it out, it wasn't a secret out there at all. It wasn't anything that I still see online. And after that, oh my God, it happened. But people need to understand it didn't happen just like that. It happened with hard work. Remember, Ian, I built my team 3 times to a formidable size. formidable size, and I lost it all again 3 times. But I built it again, and but when I lost it all again, I was sitting somewhere. I walked for miles, and it felt like a few minutes, and I saw my drawing of the team, and imagine I'm sitting there. I'm in £12,000 debt because I'm spending so much money in education. I still don't know about generating cash flow and all the things that I learned afterwards, and I'm wondering, where am I going wrong, man? Where am I? My upline's not giving me the answers. Where am I going wrong? And I'm the type who don't quit. You see, I'm the type that I've got to figure it out. Or that lesson will always be with me. It will always haunt me for the rest of my life, and it will always go to any other business, any other opportunity, anything that I'm doing. That lesson will always bug me. That lesson will always haunt me. But so I figured it out, and that when figuring it out, I began to understand that I need to learn with educating people instead of compensation plans and policies and all these kind of things. So the problem was I had so many talents, Ian, talents that I developed from hard work. I didn't know my reason why. I didn't know my reason why for a while. I only just had energy, passion, determination, anger. Because I come from the street, but I love business. I'm a hard worker. I'm a loyal person, and I will give my heart to someone who's disciplined, not someone who's a tie kicker. Someone who's disciplined, who's loyal to his dream. I will fight them all the way, and I did that. And through the interview, I will share that the crazy stuff that I did, and still it wasn't enough until I realized about the top earners mindset. That you have to detach emotionally, and sometimes you have to set the example and not babysit or try to manage people. When I did that, it was over, my friend. It was all the way up. It was all the way up. But it was hard work. It was hard work. I had to change a lot. Sometimes I cried as well. There were times I cried, thinking, "What am I doing wrong? Why I put so much time into it? What am I doing wrong?" And no one was giving me the answers. So, but I found my reason why. And my reason why has always been music. It was always been about finding a structure or model to help me finance that dream. And now the things you'll see things as soon pop up where all my videos, they're different to any other people because I combine the music, my own singing and everything to educate about network marketing, and it's humorous and and this is the missing stuff that people don't use, their own personality, their own values, because it's your business. So why not use all these things that really attract people? So there were so many things I had to learn, Ian, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. Every top earner still learns, so no one's perfect. But yeah, that's my story. I mean, right now I'm just a guy who has many skills now. I develop my own lead generation systems. I'm building an online university, and I'm still here right now, Ian, thinking, my God, is this happening? Is this I was just a guy from a poor country who there's no water. I'm walking for miles. I come to a country, failed in my school, colleges, and failed in businesses and that. Sometimes when it does happen, it's still a bit, you need someone to pinch you. You need someone to hit you in the head and think, yeah, it's happening now, don't miss that. So yeah, that's the story, my friend.
Yeah, that's very good. Actually, you have a very good story, and I can actually see that it's your perseverance and it's your attitude that made you very successful right now. Because as an entrepreneur, we must actually understand that doing business is not actually easy. In fact, a few years ago when I first started, I actually I heard something from a very successful networker. He told me that a success is actually the process to success is simple, but becoming successful is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of perseverance, because it takes time to learn the skills. And until we did not develop that skill, we're not gonna make any money. And if you don't love what we're doing, and we're not, we don't actually have the desire to succeed, we're not gonna get our goal. Okay, so I believe every entrepreneur should actually have that attitude that you have, that you must just keep on pushing forward and keep on learning. Okay, so because sometimes perseverance is not actually enough. Okay, because it's actually the skills that that will actually help us make the money at the end of the day. So
Yes.
so let's about the skills part.
Yeah.
A few months ago when we actually talked, I believe that was a few weeks ago when we actually talked on Skype. We actually talk about prospecting, and in network marketing we only get paid by actually recruiting people and by actually selling our products. And prospecting is a very important skill if you want to actually succeed in our industry. So tell me, I know that you actually build thousands of people in your downline. So I just want to know, can you actually share to our audience how they actually prospect people offline and online?
I'll give you what I did before, and before gaining the mindset, the experience, and that knowledge and skill that we got today. I prospected the way 97% of network marketers do. When the beginners do when we start, and I feel it's really important, Ian, to share this with you, because we only see the result. We never see what the mistakes that we did and how we figured it out. So before in the beginning, I built a list of relatives and friends before, and I'd call and invite and show the plan, and my list will get burnt, and that's in the first week. So I prospected strangers after that. I would go through huge numbers outside supermarkets, anywhere, because that's all I knew back then. That's all I was taught back then by my uplines, and even the CDs that they gave me, and even some of the books that they gave me. That's all it taught me. So so I was confused back then. How come these methods I was taught weren't happening? But every day I was out there, and I'd come back crashing on the settee tired. And and it's very important to share this, because they need to know what happens when you do this. From the other side of the prospect, Ian. This is what I used to do. I would sponsor one person. I would tap in their list, and with speed arrange a meeting at their home, and then move depth wise. So I'd help that person to sponsor somebody else, because you don't sponsor anybody until you help that person sponsor somebody, and also he makes sales as well. Alright? I would help that person make the calls, and we'll invite them to their home, to his home, or her home, and boom, I'll help sponsor that person, another person, and I'll help him to make the sales as well. Okay? Because you don't sponsor someone until that person has sponsored somebody, and until that person has his own customer base, a little, even 5 customers. Alright, because that's where the confidence grows for that person. That they need to see it right there and then. That boom, it does work. But there was a problem, Ian, and that problem frustrated me like crazy, because the average person, when he joins, does not have that toughness. The average networker has only 2 to 3 months life in network marketing, and they disappear. And some join and they disappear on the day they signed up. And that was
actually happens.
you'd get someone who say, I'm coming to the meeting, and then you're in the meeting and they send you a text, I'm not coming because the cat ate the notes, or the car crash, I don't know, the alien got me, I don't know, they're all excuses. Plus this method, Ian, and that mindset I had at that time, when you do this, it attracts people who have a lot of fear, a lot of baggage, who are still influenced by other people, who don't want to put effort in. They're mostly looking for get rich, want it now. You're just attracting those type of people. And though you have a lot of people, so imagine you have a lot of people, but they're not selling, they're not sponsoring, they're not doing anything. They're just waiting for you to do it for them, or they're waiting for this magic secret to suddenly kaboom, it's gonna happen, And this method, I had so many people, the house was full up, and I was doing alright, but what hurt me most was the other people could not duplicate, they could not do it. And I'm like, my God, this is not the way she was shown on the plan. It was not the way it's shown on the presentation. So that frustrated me a lot at that time. But that's how I did it back then. I needed to share this with you so other people hear that and said, that's what I did back then. What I do now is totally different. What I do now is I don't travel hundreds of miles showing the plan from one home to another, like I did before. One home to another home. Now I don't, talk about compensation plans or anything like that. Now I don't hand out DVDs and brochures to anybody. Tom, Jerry and Mustafa. I don't do that. All the things that we were taught to do. Now today I totally do totally different. So what I did was I looked at the world around me and I said, what can I give instead of what can I take? What skills have I got? What is the need of my target audience? So I figured out where the network marketers hang around. If they couldn't get it from their upline, they were going to these business centers and everywhere else. So I thought, okay. So I went there and got to know the people there, the owners, the founders of these organizations, and said, hey, looks like you're doing a great job here. Do you need any help? Because I've got these skills. Let's help these businesses, and all I need from you is just give me a massive room and I'll be here twice a week giving training to these businesses. You're getting funding and it's great for you because you're getting funding from the government, and that shows that you're getting participation from businesses helping other businesses, which is your criteria. So when you know someone's need, when you know an organization's need, when you know a customer's need, you use that and handle that. So they would say, oh, okay, fine, fantastic. So I would go there and I'd do the presentations. And I would give. And when I showed how to do this, how to do that, my mistakes as well, I was humble, my mistakes, the businesses saw me differently. Because I didn't pitch there. I didn't go, here's the books, here's the training. Yeah, you must, and do all these tactics where if you don't buy, your business is going to go down. No. So I would teach and train, And the businesses then came to me and gave me their business card and said, can you call me? I really need your help. And my phone then would ring off the hook. Then I would find out, well, I've got health products and that. You know what I do? I had an idea. So I would go to these places where they had magazines and newspapers and community newspapers and say, hey, I know a lot about health and that. Hey, let me contribute to your newsletter and magazines. All I need from you is just put my name there and my contact. That's it. That is all.
Now you're talking about the magazine.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, there's actually some technical difficulties, but I lost you about those when you're talking about the magazines.
Yes, I would find out where these magazines are. I would find out where these newspapers are. I would find out where these communities are, and I would get in there and get involved and lead. I would give first. I would give first. That's the key, and that increased my credibility. That increased my authority. Imagine all these businesses that know the umbrella of these organizations, and my name is on there, and my face is on there, and my article is on there. Once every month, and it's going to thousands. You know what that means? I don't have to spend money on distribution in sending that newsletter. They do. I don't have to, spend anything. I've accessed their resource. I've accessed the resource that's already available. This is what I say to people. Before you start setting up a system, before you build a system, why don't you access teams that are already there? Why don't you access top entrepreneurs' minds that are already there? Why don't you access the resources that are already there and increase your credibility? Give first. But give strategically. That's what I did. There's a difference. People just think that you give free, yeah, it's going to be great. No, you have to give strategically. You have to be transparent. You have to say to the person, why are you giving? Here's your problem. Here's the solution. It's a win-win situation. Do you agree? Yes, I agree. Okay, let's move forward then. So that's what I did. And when I saw that power, I thought, oh my God. So you know what I did? I created my own magazine. And you can, with the print and demand nowadays on the internet, you create your own magazine, you make it professional, you put your photograph on the front, you interview other businesses, you bang them in as well. That raises your credibility because their circle of friends know them as well. They did the work, but they pay for the package and the delivery. That filters out all the tie kickers. By going to these meetings I've written articles for other organizations. I'm getting known, credibility. I'm giving value. Businesses are giving me their business cards. They want to meet me. I'm busy. My wife's saying, "Where you going?" I've got another businesses. They invited me. Okay, all because I increased my value first. All because I stopped pitching and talking about compensation plans and policies. All because I went there and asked the person what their needs are. All because I went to look at my city and I saw my city full of problems. And I thought, what can I do to solve these problems? I'm a network marketer. That's what I'm trained to do, to solve people's problems. So if I really care, then I'm going to sort it out in my city first before I start sorting it out in the world. And my city is the playground, is the place where I know it's going to work. And everywhere else is no different. It's just different languages, different color, different beliefs, different cultures. But it's the same. People are the same. I didn't have to have money to do that. I just go to a person. I just go to an organization. If I walk out of my house right now, there are 10, 20 organizations right now who are struggling in cash flow, who the governments have cut down on their funding. We're network marketers. We know how to generate the cash flow. Why don't we use that and build that relationship? And they see the value and they come to you and say, what is it that you do? Because you didn't pitch, and because you've shown you're a leader, and because you've used what you have first, trust, reliability, integrity, character, things that we already have. And people see that you have used the things that you already have, then they trust you. That's what I did. That's how I sponsor people. I go out there and I ask questions. I talk to the person. I say, hey, what you doing? Yeah, oh, tell me a bit more about what you're doing. Do you like your job? What is it that you like your job about? Yeah, what don't you like about it? Oh, that's very interesting. Tell me a bit more about that. And I get the person to talk. And I'm the person, when he talks, he's handling every objection. Because while he's talking, my notepad in my mind is banging down all his needs, his fears, his emotional baggage. Is he committed? Is he looking for a business? Is he looking for an opportunity? Has he got an illness? Has he got this? Has he got that? I'm getting all that. And a lot of people, what they do is they listen to this thing where it's, at that time uplines will say, if you don't sponsor him now, your grandfather will sponsor him, and then he may become a diamond, and then you wish that you sponsored him. That's it. That's fear of loss. A top earner never lives in that state of loss. Never. Because you don't need to sponsor 100 people. You just need to sponsor 6 good people. It is difficult because the challenge is not the people, it's ourselves. Lack of knowledge. You know, we've grown up to care just about ourselves. You know, from school we care about ourselves. What do I look like? Am I attractive? You know, I need to join this gang. I need to look pretty to join this gang. I need to talk this way. I need to dress this way. It's all me, 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 me. Then you go in for the job, and it's about you. I gotta get this job. I gotta do this. I gotta step over the other guy. I gotta beat him to get this job. I gotta make my CV better. I gotta get. And then we go into business. And then you take all that garbage and it's get. I gotta get before you give. And if you don't do that, if you don't give, how can people see what you're good at? How can people see your character, your integrity, that you are reliable, that you are trustworthy? People are talking about systems before they even sort out what they have got. This is what makes a diamond. This is what makes a double diamond a double diamond. This is what makes a triple diamond a triple diamond. They figured it out. And sometimes it's very hard trying to get the answers from them, because sometimes they talk a lot of riddles, because they want you to figure it out. They know that if they give you an answer, it's still not enough. You're still looking for the secret. So they want you to work hard and figure it out yourself. So that's what I changed.
That you have to actually give first. In fact, I actually learned this, before I actually did the treasure marketing. I was in the dating community for about 2 years, and I understand that, if the reason why people will actually chase you is because you have something to actually offer to them. For example, if you are, let's say if you are a good player in karate, let's say if you are a black belt karate, if you are a black belt in karate, and there's actually a white belter that you have met, normally that white belter will actually feel an attraction to you because he knows or she knows that you can actually teach him something or her something, and his or her skill will actually improve.
Yes.
That's very good, because normally I think we also did this when we're actually new, that when we first do network marketing, we go to the hunter mode, like
Yes.
when we go to the party, we start talking about our business, and what happens is that a lot of people will actually run away from us.
Yes.
They will think that you're just a pushy salesman, but that's a very good mindset, bro.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Because you see, and for the product side of it, you do the same. If you're into health, if you're into vitamins, if you're into telephones, if it whatever, find these organizations. Find these organizations. Find them. Look at the resources that they've got, and lead with value. Become a man of value, not a success. Success only follows value. Don't chase success. Don't forget success. Don't chase it. It's not something out there. It's in us. We've already got it. We've already got it. And that's what I did. So for vitamins and all that kind of thing, if you're mobiles or whatever, look at your city, or look on Facebook. Look who's into that. Become a person of value to them. That's what I did. In my city, there are many health organizations. There are many skincare organizations. There are many groups and all that. So I would go there and build a relationship with them. I would get to know them. I would find out what newsletters they've got. I would find out what magazines they've got. I would find out all these kind of things. And I would lead, I would give. And this, by giving, you're giving strategically. Because when you give, it's in the newsletter and it goes to all their people. The next time you go there, they know you. And they know you, and they see you differently now. They think, authority, credibility. Oh, this person wouldn't have his words in our newsletter. These managers and top people, they wouldn't have put his stuff in the newsletter if they didn't respect this person. What I did was I took a hard look at myself, Ian, and I can say much of the failures in the past was due to my own lack of mindset, not the prospect. Not the prospect. There were times I even fought with prospects. There were times when I was showing a plan, I threw the pen at the prospect. I was at that stage. Even now you can see, you can feel the way I talk, that strength. And I don't want people to think that, that I'm aggressive, but I'm not. I'm just passionate. I'm just, I love what I do. I love what I do. It's every day I'm thinking about it. How to better myself. But my mistake was, all these challenges happened because of my lack of mindset. Stuff that we didn't learn at school. I wish we learned this at school. I wish it would have really helped me then, but I didn't. It's not enough to have passion. It's not enough to have excitement. It's not enough to have boldness. It's not enough to have fearlessness. These can only take you so far, Ian. So today, I network with many organizations in the city. I'm in other cities as well. And, I organize, I lead, I get in there. And when the leaders see that you are leading, they're like, man, we can trust this person. This person's giving. We can trust this person. Let him lead the big conference. Let him lead and that's what they did. I developed in the Chambers of Commerce. I developed the first black and ethnic minority business, group, and and it was not just me, it were others. It got into the newspapers. My face there, boom! The whole city knows you. That you're helping the city, the business. So now wherever you walk, hey, oh, you're the one who set up that, that organization, and that organization now has 800 people strong. So imagine I'm walking about. Hey, how you doing, Adam? I'm doing great. Hey, how you doing, Adam? Yeah, I'm doing great. Hey, you going to the meeting, Adam? Yeah, I'm going to the meeting. Listen, Adam, I need some help. Okay, just give me a call, make an appointment, and then I'll tell you what my terms are, and let's see what you do. Let's see what your needs are. But I'm going to tell you straight what needs to be from my side as well. All right? Yeah, all right, Adam. That's fantastic. No problem, because they already know my terms and values. I say it in every meeting, every training, that this is my values, these are my principles. But here, let me give you some knowledge and so on. So, yeah, these are things, I wish companies teach. But I had to learn this on my own. I had to go out there and just do it, make the mistakes. And that's the beauty of it, because 95% can be taught, but the 5% that you really need has to be caught. You have to go and get it.
That's a good quote, bro. I'm gonna put that on Facebook. Yeah, about prospecting. As if right now, I know that you have a very good posture when it comes to prospecting, because you have a lot of experience and you don't need people. I mean, we need people, but you don't actually need a particular person to join us.
Yes.
So let's talk about posture. Okay, how do you actually talk to people, and how do you actually qualify them if they're actually right for your business or not? Because I mean, in our business, it's actually very important to actually find those people that are going to build an organization. I actually learned this from my upline, that it is actually better to qualify someone than to just chase them, because if you chase people, what will happen is you will just attract those desperate people also.
Yeah.
But if you qualify them, you will actually find out those who are actually very qualified to do your business, because we don't actually want to work with someone that is going to quit after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or after 3 months. We want to actually have a partner that will actually work with us for a very long time.
Yes.
So how do you actually prospect?
Okay.
How do you actually...
The posturing side is very simple. It's a state of mind. And only that person, the person himself, the network marketer, can decide what state of mind they are going to be in. And a lot of people don't understand when I say that. Do you fake it? No, you don't. No, you don't fake it. You are who you are. You can't fake that. A person knows they have it or they don't. Simple as that. Okay? And if a person goes out there trying to fake it, the prospect will know. Because they can feel it. The consistent actions that we do will reveal who we are not. So it's a state of mind first, and it has to be there first. If it's not there first, you're gonna booger up outside. The prospect will know that you're not really true to yourself. You're trying to chase them and all that kind of thing. Yeah, they can feel it. I've been prospecting for so many years now. They can feel it. They know. Okay. So for example, when I was sponsoring, I just wore jeans and a cap at first. Yeah. It's only now I start wearing suits sometimes. Yeah. Well, before I had this jeans and suit, and I was sponsoring like crazy. And these were doctors, these were scientists, these were engineers. These guys were, they qualified in industries and passed exams that I didn't pass. All this kind of thing, I go to their house and they got a big, massive house, big car, and everything. And me with jeans walking in there, and I'm talking to them, and they sign up. Why? You gotta really believe that what you have is valuable. You gotta really believe it. And I don't think people in network marketing do believe, a lot of them don't believe that what they got is valuable. I don't think, a lot of people in network marketing, from what I've seen, they're thinking about the next company that they're gonna join. They're thinking about the next compensation they're gonna find, the next, best product. They don't believe in what they already have. So that state of mind is still there. They need to make a decision. This is the business I'm going to build. This is the business I'm going to build. And I believe in it. So what I'm going to do, I value what I have, and I'm not going to go and give it to anybody just like that. I'm going to make sure I'm going to qualify the person. I'm going to get to know the person, ask them questions, and I'm going to see what level of commitment they're at. And how do you know what type of commitment you're looking for? You need to know what your values are, what your principles are, what your terms are, and bang them on the piece of paper, and you say, right, this is what I'm looking for. And if if the person I'm prospecting doesn't have these, delete, over and done with, next please. That's how it is. Why? Because I've done the mistake. I've done where I've compromised these values and my beliefs, these principles, and then I would help someone. I would travel for miles. I've done this before. And I had one guy who forgot to fill in certain form, and he won't get his bonus check. Yeah. And if he doesn't get his bonus check, the 6%, the £6, the £3, he's gonna lose his confidence. Yeah. So you know what I did? I go in my car, I travel for 4 miles, and drop it at the corporation myself. He didn't even bother to turn up for me to go with me. What did he do after I do that? He didn't do nothing. He left the business the next day. that mistake was because I didn't believe enough of what I got. I didn't value what I got. I didn't say to myself, this person has to do the work. This person has to be disciplined. This person has to have the values and the commitment. But it starts with belief first. And the real battle for a lot of people is themselves. It's not the prospect. It's not the world. It's not the circumstances. Because all these are a disillusion. It's a state of mind. The network marketer has to believe what they have is valuable. It is precious. It will change people's lives. It will solve their problem. And they know this to be the case 100%. And not because of what the upline said. And not because what the company said. And not because what someone else thinks. It's what the network marketer believes in their frame of mind. By knowing this, our belief, then we do the most beautiful thing, the most powerful thing ever. We detach emotionally. We detach from the yes or no. What do I mean by that? Is now, when we go prospecting, when we go out there, we don't go prospecting to sponsor. We don't go out there to recruit. We go out there to make sure that that person fits with what we got. That person is right for what we have. Because what we have is valuable. It takes time to build. It takes mindset. It takes commitment. So that's what I do. When I go out there, I make sure that I don't go out there with a mindset to recruit, to sponsor, that I need something. I don't need anything. I got everything I need. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that that person fits with what I have. It's humanity. You care about this prospect. You don't want them to jump in to something and they hurt themselves. That they're not ready for this. You know, that they haven't got the commitment. That they really don't have the desire. You know, what's the use of sponsoring somebody in a business? Yeah, he signs a form. He maybe pays if you're an organization that pays money, whatever. And he doesn't do nothing. You don't make no volume, business volume, and you hurt the whole team. You know, and you hurt the person as well. So, why not go out there and be a professional? Why not go out there and, like a professional, get to know the person, network with the person, ask them questions. Say to them, you know, what is your commitment level? What is it that you need? Where are you going with your life? Are you happy with what you're going? You know, get to know the person. And that's what I do. I get to know the person, and that person will tell me all their objections, everything. And when I lead them to a solution, their answer handles their objection. Their answer, not mine. I don't need to give a reason. Their answer. I said, well, didn't you say this? Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that? And usually I find that it's the level of commitment that they haven't got. And if they haven't got the level of commitment, I don't sponsor them. But what I do, I'll lead them to, you know, information, funded proposal. Let them read, let them get educated, let them learn, let them figure out why they're not committed, why they're in that situation. But so again, finally, it's a state of mind. Believe in what you have. Be, you know, the person that you want to be, but understand that you're gonna struggle first. You're gonna feel like you're posing, you know, trying to be a famous superstar, you know, all that kind of thing. It's okay. That's how it is. You feel uncomfortable at first because you feel that you're trying to be someone that you're not, you know, all that kind of thing. But go out there. Do not go out there trying to sponsor. Do not go out there trying to recruit. Go out there to find the person that's right for what you have. And to do that, you need to know what you have, and you need to know who you are and what are your values, and attract people of similar value. And the reason why that don't happen, Ian, is because we don't detach. You know, we're always thinking that we need something. We need recognition. We need acceptance. We need someone to say yes. You don't need anything. You don't need anything. You know, all you do is go to the places where your target audience are. Just go there. We were taught from day one in network marketing to be needy, to chase prospects, to convince them, you know, and try all these detestable tactics of even like stuff like this. Hey, mum, I'm thinking of starting a business, mum. Listen though, I really trust you. Before I spend money on marketing, advertising, I just need to show you the stuff and then you tell me. Oh my God. Yo, what you've just said to you're using your own mum. For God's sake, you're using your own mother. That's your mother. What that says is, I don't believe in what I'm doing. I really don't. So I'm gonna do some trick, tactic, whatever. You know. You don't do that, Ian. The reason why family parents. This is what I figured out. The reason why family parents will say no and all that kind of thing, because they know the person so well. And the person might be unreliable, might have shown that in his life. That person might have jumped to one thing to another and they've seen that in their life. That person might have done so many things and, they're not going to go say yes because they've seen your life. They've seen that life. I don't bother with my family. Only 2 joined and did nothing. And the second thing, because of the family, it's not because they don't like your products. It's because the values were never there in the first place. We grow up, we leave our family, we don't meet them often. That strength that was supposed to be there, where your family says, I don't care what your products are, I don't care what the company, I'm joining in because you're my son. I'm going to help you anyway. The values are not there. It got nothing to do with company, it got nothing to do with family. It got to do, the mess was already there before network marketing. The mess was already there. That's what I found out with me and my family and everything else. Network marketing ripped me apart. It opened me inside out and told me, here we go. You wanted to know your mess? Here's the mess. Don't blame it in network marketing. It was there before. Now go and fix it. Go and fix your family. Go and build that relationship with your family, because that was the problem. We don't think that. I haven't read a book. I haven't read a book in network marketing that says this. But that's the truth. That's the truth, Neil. So when I fix that, yeah, my sister wants to buy. Yeah, my brother wants to buy. It's not about product. It's not about that. It's because they care about you. They love you. That's my brother, man. I'm going to cheer him on. Come on. Here, I don't care how much it is. Don't tell me it's 10 quid, $9. I don't care if it's 50, 20. Here, go on. Make it happen in the world. I'm with you. So this mess already was there. So we have to clean that mess that's already there. Our state of mind, our belief, our neediness. And become the person and be confident and believe in what we have. Go where the people are. Ask questions. But when you ask questions, know who you are and know your terms. Know your values and do not compromise on them. If you do, you're going to get a lot of tie kickers here, and they will come and waste your time. They will complain about how hard it is. They will not lift a finger, and you will do all the things that you could do, that I did. Give them everything. I even invited a manager from the company to come all the way to my house at that time, and none of the distributors turned up, and they were the ones who complained. Imagine that. So I hope that's clear. I know I'm very passionate when I'm talking, and but I went through a lot of pain. I went through a lot of pain, a lot of changes to figure this out. And that's why I'm very passionate. That's why I can sit on a stage, stand on a stage and talk for hours on this. Because I've been through it. And it still hurts inside, because inside it says, I wish I had known years ago this. I wish I'd known. I would have speeded up the process. I wish I'd known.
That is very valuable information, Adam. I've never heard that from other meetings before, because normally we just talk about tactics and building relationship, but that's a new insight. And you know what, that is actually very true about the family members. If they can actually see that you can actually do it, they will support you. Period. The reason why they're actually negative to us when we do the business is because they cannot actually see us becoming successful. But if you have that confidence and just keep on pushing forward, they will actually support you.
Yes.
And I've seen it happen in my family also. That is a very valuable information.
Yes. So
let's go to the last question, Adam.
Okay.
And because you already gave a very good content. We talked about this a few weeks ago about building another form of income while you're still building a network marketing business, because to be honest, in our industry, network marketing is not really designed for you. For example, if there's a new distributor, it is actually designed to make that distributor make so much money when they first get started. So tell the audience why is it actually important to build other source of income while you're still building your business. Because some people sometimes when they get lucky, when they make a few $1,000s, they will actually quit their job, and after a few months their check will actually go down, and they will end up being broke. And that's a bad thing that can actually happen to a networker. So can you give some of your insights on how to build another form of cash flow, just like what we're doing, like doing attraction marketing?
Okay, I understand that a lot of people are loyal to the company, but even when the facts hits them between the eyes, they still don't wake up. And it's very simple. It's this: network marketers, they don't own the MLM company.
Absolutely.
Okay, very simple. They don't own the MLM company. They don't own any assets from the MLM company. They don't own their products, that product that the MLM company is selling. They don't own the website of that company. They don't own the list, and the team is not even theirs. The team that you build. So if you're sending leads to a replica website, God help you, because you're sending there and you're not building your own list. You don't write the policy. You don't write the compensation plan. You can go and say, well, you need that. They're gonna say stuff you, man. We're the ones who make the decision on the compensation plan. We're the founders. We're the ones, yeah. So we didn't create the products that they sell, and we don't get the 100% profit, So we can't say where the vision of this MLM company is going. They may tell us in magazines and all these things that this is where the vision of the company is. So the network marketer is very simply this: he's a sales rep.
Absolutely. We just work with that company, but we do not work inside that company.
Yeah.
And we must actually understand that it is important to build our own.
Yes.
Because because it's not enough, just to do network marketing alone. Because at the end of the day, the networkers don't really own anything. And
the network marketer is a sales rep who represents the company, and it makes money by moving products personally, and then develops the team that does the same if he or she wants a bigger bonus check. Now, here's the thing: we have seen companies shut down.
Seen it a lot, man.
Right, thousands of distributors gone. So a company can change the model of their company. They can shut down their model. Other MLMs have done that, and everything that you've built, everything is lost. So a network marketer puts all their financial future, their mortgage, their car, their everything on something that you don't own. Okay. Now I'm not saying don't build the network marketing. Don't build the network marketing. What I'm saying is be smart. And I've done this 3 times, and I've seen it happen, man. I've seen it happen. I've seen companies shut down. I even saw the company, says sponsoring is stopped because of lawsuits or whatever, And so when your sponsoring stopped, you can't sell products. You can't stopped. Everything stopped. You can't do nothing until we give you the go ahead. You're done for. You're done for. And like I said, the second reason as well, the second reason is to generate cash flow from another source of income, is because the average network marketer is on, the average 2-3 months in the business, if you're lucky. If you're lucky. Alright? So, like you were saying, time for them to learn, time for them to get educated, time for them to get into the process, time for them to learn how to make a sale, time for them how to show a plan, time for them how to build relationship. Then they've got all the baggage in their head, in their minds of, can I do it? Am I good enough? I don't know if I can do it. My mum says this, my dad says this, my sister says this. The third is then you got uplines. You got uplines who say we're here forever, and this is the greatest business in the world. And then you find out that they leave. They send an email to all their team, and that even affects your business, because your team might want to go and join him as well, and to another company. So again, people are relying on things that they can't control. They can't control that. It's not ours. These are not our assets. And finally, the reason as well to generate a source of income is because you're going to be spending, money on hosting, websites, system. And if you're prospecting outside, offline, you're spending on DVDs, CDs, brochures, this and that, all that kind of thing. And for a person, it's going to take time for him to learn. How do you know a prospect qualifies? How do you know a prospect is committed? So even though you give the person the answer, they still got to go through the mess. They still got to learn. They still got to go through the process. They're still going to hand out so many brochures and all that kind of thing because of neediness, because of all that thing that's still inside of them. So you generate cash flow that pays for this. That pays for the advertising, that pays for the running of your business, that pays to help you to stay sustainable. You know? So it's very important to not rely on one source of income, and it's very important to understand that network marketers, we're sales reps. And a company can anytime, without any reason, they can give a bogus reason if they want to. You know, I've seen companies blame it even on the distributors. They take no responsibility. You know, saying, oh, it's the distributor's fault, we didn't sell enough and all that kind of thing, yeah? We're sorry, but we have to cease the company. We're changing the model, or they shut down totally. I got a letter, other companies, where it showed me that we are selling all the websites to another company. You know? Come on. So, and it's happening. It's happening. You can see it happening. There's many examples out there.
I mean, this is not actually broadcasted. And this is not you know, if you're doing network marketing, if you're gonna hear top earners speak on the stage, they're just gonna tell you that this is the best opportunity and you have to stick on it, but they don't actually tell you the negative things that is actually happening in our industry.
Yep.
And you know what you're saying is actually true. In fact, if you're gonna talk to other people who already been in network marketing for more than 10 years, they will actually tell you that do not put all of your eggs in one basket. And we're not actually telling them that they must actually build 7 business at a time, because that's actually very impossible, and you know that will actually will not actually succeed because you don't have any focus. What we're trying to do is just tell them that do not just focus on one thing, because you can actually lose it all.
Yes.
It's even in the Bible, right?
Yes.
You can actually lose it all, and if you don't have any other source of income, you're gone.
Yes.
I mean, how can you feed your family?
Exactly. And I would, if you're in a network marketing company, what you do is, if you're in a network marketing company, you look at the products and services and what problems it could solve. Yeah. And you create information products, funded proposal products, information products that talks about these problems and solve these problems without mentioning the company's name, without mentioning the company, its products, all these things. Yeah. You educate. And let that generate cash flow. Then you create solutions for network marketers. You find out what solutions that they need, what problems that they're going with, and create solutions for them as well. You're still in the same network marketing business, but you're using what you've got, and it makes sense then, you see. It makes sense. Instead of, what I'm saying is, don't go set up another network marketing company. Believe me, just working on one takes a lot of time and effort. But work on one, but use from what you learn in it and the challenges that you solve, and create solutions that your target audience needs, and build trust first. Provide them information that will help them, educate them. Why health this, why health that, or bone structure this, whatever you're in, provide introductory information. And educate them, provide other valuable information, educate them, create an environment, a community, and let them learn, let them get to learn and get educated, get to trust you, and from there lead them then to the funded proposal, the products, the information products, the $39, the $9, and if you just want to start small, then start with $7. If you want to start even smaller, start with $5 and get confident. You don't need to go and start 9,997. And I don't know why marketers put 97 always at the end of their sales letters and 9,997. I don't know why they do it. But always teach what you know works, that you've tested it out.
Yeah.
Or if you don't know, no problem. Go and create the environment. Go and find people in your organization or in somebody else, whatever, or experts, and sit down and interview them and become the facilitator, the person who interviews and puts it on. Creates a platform and interviews them and reveals it to everybody. Because and that shows who you're
doing right now.
Yeah. You know, do that. No, you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be an expert. You've got everything you need, man. You got people. You got organizations. You got resources. Have fun. Go out there and generate those cash flow. But you know, don't set up another network marketing company for God's sake. Don't do that. Just stay in one, but use what you have. Boom, and it'll work. It'll make sense. You know, but you know, and if you don't know how to set it up, then you know, sit down with someone who does. Sit down with someone who does. You know.
And you know, one more thing about since we already talked about, you know, jumping to other network marketing company, glad that you actually said that, because some people, if they are new and they're actually struggling in their business, they would think that the problem is in their product or it's in their compensation plan. And in fact, it has nothing to do with your business. It is your ability and skill that will actually produce results in your business. And that is your it is your skill and ability that will actually give you money. And it has nothing to do with the compensation plan. And it has nothing to do with your, you know, current company at the moment or your products. And you know, that's what most people, you know, most newbie networkers think, that, you know, if I join another company, maybe I would actually, you know, make more money because they have an awesome compensation plan, or you know, that kind of fairy tale.
No, you're right. You're right. It's spot on, Ian. Spot on. We see this all the time. People jumping from one opportunity to another. You know, we call them opportunity junkies. One opportunity to another. But remember what I said in the beginning of the interview, where the lessons that I didn't pick up haunted me for years to come. The lessons that I left, you know, and I didn't pick up and learn them, they haunted me for years to come, until I picked up that lesson and said, I've got to learn this lesson. It is not the compensation plan. Yeah, have a great compensation plan. Yeah, be in a company that, you know, they have character, integrity. You know, they look, you know, fine. But what you're gonna find out is what gets you to that top level ain't really that. It is not that. It is you. It is you. It's your skills. It's your values. It's your discipline. It's your mindset. The first thing is the mindset, the state of mind. It's just, then it's your skill and knowledge, and implementing them and being consistent until you figure it out. And it's associating with, you know, associating with successful people and learning how they do the thing. It's investing in books and reading and doing more than that, what the 97% would do. You know. And understanding that, you know, taking the business by the horns, and you own it, you know, and you lead it, and you're not waiting for the upline to tell you what to do. You know, I'm waiting for the upline to tell you need to go and show a plan, or waiting for the upline, you need to write an article, or waiting for the upline, you need to do this. If you don't pick up that lesson, and that lesson is state of mind, skill, knowledge, nothing's gonna work. Nothing is gonna work.
Absolutely, man. All right. Yeah, that's a very good content, and you know what? I think our audience actually learned a lot from this interview. So, by the way, Adam, before we actually end this session, I just wanna know the link to your Facebook also, or Twitter. So
yeah, I can. Well, I could just you've got my Facebook. You've got my Facebook, haven't you? The link to my Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people can just, you know, PM me there and we can have a chat, no problem. Because what I'm doing right now is I've took the website down because I'm applying the lead generation system that I built. So I'm putting that up, and plus also the university side of it as well. The website will be up again in about a month, no problem. Yeah, no problem. But people can still talk to me on Facebook, and they'll see me all over the place in forums, you know, helping people. So no problem with that side.
You can actually go to Better Networker.
Yeah.
You can actually type Adam Taha. In fact, you're one of those people that are actually giving good content in the forum, because I've seen your content, and you know you're giving a lot of value, and a lot of people actually knows you in Better Networker.
Yeah.
So if you want to find Adam Taha, guys, you know, just go to betternetworker.com and just type Adam Taha, or you can actually go to Facebook and you just type Adam Taha, and you just connect with him, because you will actually learn a lot from this. I just want to thank you because this is actually a pleasure, doing an interview with a very veteran networker and those who actually has results like you. So thank you very much. I know that those people who are going to watch this video are going to learn a lot because we have discussed it. I mean, we discussed some information that are not normally being talked in the network marketing industry. So thank you very much, and have a great day, bro, and God bless you.
God bless you too. Take care, my friend.